My brother teased that on a budget of $100 a day that we would be sleeping on park benches, but far from it. These are the hotel rooms we stay in. Nothing fancy, but clean and comfortable. It's middle of the road. We get one room with two large beds. We always negotiate for longer term stays. On average, we spent about $12 to $26 a night, rarely $30 a night. The five-star hotels and resorts are either because of our Marriott reward points from our Bonvoy credit card or collaborations we've done in exchange for creating media content. Meals, we spend between $10 to $15 per meal in India, and we didn't have to think about it. In Thailand, we watch the budget more closely. We try to only allow each of us one special drink or treat a day, whether that's a smoothie, ice cream, etc. We eat out 2 to 3 times per day. We go to the low-key local spots rather than nice restaurants. I'd love to get our own kitchen, but it just hasn't worked out that way yet. Transportation really just depends. Traveling on buses and trains in India was very cheap. We always tried to get an overnight sleeper in order to save on a hotel room that night. Obviously, we have to fly sometimes, and that averages into our daily allowance for that month. Rickshaws and scooter rentals are minimal, anywhere from $1 to $7 per taxi ride or motorbike rental for the day. We wash our clothes by hand to save money. We generally don't do excursions regularly, but as a special thing. Occasionally, we'll hire a driver for the day to take us to outskirt excursions. Kids get bored easily in museums and palaces, so we do those only occasionally, and entrance fees are minimal. Many things you can visit for free. It's really about being in nature as much as possible, which most often is free. Most of our entertainment comes from just wandering in the towns, meeting people while hanging out in chai stalls, and walking a lot. We see this traveling more like a way of life rather than being on a holiday for a year. Rarely do we go souvenir shopping, considering we have to carry everything around with us. We've saved for a year and rented out our house so we can break even there. Our budget is $100 a day, but if we can spend less than that, then we can travel longer than a year. On the Camino in Spain, we went over that daily budget, but in India, we've averaged $47 a day. You may think, if I were to travel, I definitely want to have more luxuries than they're enjoying. My thought is that if you wait to do that, you'll never end up making the journey. I feel like we live pretty comfortably, and I don't feel like we're lacking anything. In fact, I feel so grateful to have taken the plunge. You realize how little you really need in life. Being together is all that matters. It's a slow way of traveling. It's not a splurge of indulgence.